Hey guys, so we're going to do a quick video. I'm not going to do too long because we've got a fairly slow internet connection and I don't want to be here until 9 o'clock tonight waiting for this upload to YouTube. So, real quick, here we got it, the 8520. Gonna go, let's do a comparison real quick. Storm. Not that these two are really on the same level, but just so you know what they look like next to each other. And the storm goes away. Let's go ahead and pull up the bold real quick just so you can see these two sitting next to each other. Again, the bold's a little bit bigger. And the bold's out of the picture now. 9630, as you can see, a little bit smaller. And the 9630, overall same functions. I mean, BlackBerry's a BlackBerry across the board, so nothing really too special here. Go ahead and pull up the 8900 next to it. And then what it will be replacing eventually on all the carriers, the current BlackBerry 83 series curve. So let's go ahead and just run these two next to each other real quick. The 8900, as you can see, they're practically almost the exact same device. I mean, the specs are different. If you want to know all the specs, I'm sure that you've already been on Crackberry or Boy Genius Report and you know all that. And again, I'm not going to get into a real depth overview of this device right here because if you want it, just leave a message in the comment, and if I get bored enough, we'll go ahead and put one up. But basically what we're going to do here is let's just go ahead and just test the speakers on them. So here we've got the 8520. And this is at full volume. And we'll pause it. Pause button on the top. Which again, okay, so obviously the difference is you have your media keys up top. On the 89 series and all the other ones, like say, let's even throw in the Tour, you've got your mute button and your lock button at the top. Since the 8520 is more of a consumer-based device, I mean that's a good replacement up there for the mute button and the lock button, because I mean, honestly, many consumers out there probably aren't even locking their BlackBerry right now as it is. And using the mute key, more than likely that's not getting used either. So it's a good replacement on the top to go ahead and just get rid of those keys that are hardly being used for a consumer device and put that on there. Again, let's just do a quick overview. I mean, it's a BlackBerry. It's got the exact same operating system for the most part that all the other BlackBerries are running right now. So, I mean, as you can see there. Same features, doesn't have GPS obviously. Go ahead and just because it was mentioned in some of the other ones, this time when I do the speaker test I'm going to show you what the phones are so that you don't have to guess. So again, this is the bold. I'm going to do this one actually. So as you can tell, there's quite a bit of a difference when it comes to the speaker. Obviously the Bold's got the best speaker on the market. Go ahead and pull up the Storm just so you can get an idea of that. Tour. And in the last speaker test we did, everybody, well, not everybody, but a couple people complained on there. They're like, oh, you're covering up the speaker port on the side. It had nothing, it really had no effect on what the speaker sounded like, but just to satisfy the critics out there, we'll go ahead and not have it covered up this time. 8900, which T-Mobile is calling the premium BlackBerry. And the 8300, this 8030, there's no music or anything on it, so I'm not even put on that one. Real quick, I'm just going to put down the 8520 for a second because of the fact that, like I said, in the last speaker test, there were some people out there that were complaining that the speaker test was not done fairly because the storm was sitting next to this. So this is the tour. And this is the bold. So overall, right now, the tour is probably the most solid and the best BlackBerry on the market, in my opinion. But those of you who were saying that the speaker on the tour was better than the bold, I'm sorry, but you are gravely mistaken. So we'll just. So let's go ahead and just put these down. And just to finish it up here, since the 85 series is going to be taking the place of the 83 series, we'll go ahead and just focus on these a little bit. As you can see, again, keypads, each full keypad, dedicated in talk menu buttons. The screen quality on them, let's see how well we can show this here. And yes, this is a fingerprint magnet even on the screen itself. So let's just pull up some preloaded pictures here, and that's awesome. There are no preloaded pictures. So okay, well, I can't show you any pictures on there. I can't show you a screen quality test, but I'll just do this. And yes, there's no self-portrait mirror on the back, so you're going to have to guess when you're taking your Facebook pictures from now on. And again, obviously no flash on the 85. And one other thing, just random talking here, there's no, you're not going to be able to use any type of charge pod for this BlackBerry, which is, you know, it's inconvenient, but at the same time, they did finally, after listening and hopefully from the other BlackBerries we've seen, this is going to be the standard from now on. The charge in the same port, they finally moved back over to the left-hand side of the device, along with the headset jack. So, I mean, as you know, on the tour, it's on the right-hand side, so this is a complete pain in the ass when you're trying to type and you've got this thing plugged in, which again is probably why you should be using a charging port. Same thing with the 8900. It's down here. You got this thing plugged in. You're trying to type. It's a complete pain. But they've moved it back over here to the left-hand side of the device. So when this thing is plugged in, and I don't have a USB cable, we'll just act like this is plugged in here. You can still use the device comfortably while it's still plugged in. So again, that's it. Just to end this video, we'll just put them all out onto the table so that if you wanted to get one last view at all of them. Again, this really wasn't a device overview necessarily of the 8520. This was more just an overview of the 8520 compared to the other devices out on the market right now. So if you want, basically if you want a complete overview of the 8520, or if you want to compare it in a more in-depth with the 8900 or the 8300, again, feel free to leave comments, and if have the time and get bored enough, then we will go ahead and do that for you.